Welcome back to the Caregiver Minute, where every weekday family and professional caregivers gather to refine their skills, gain inspiration, and prepare to serve. One of the great ironies of life is the fact that we need people, but people are a source of great pain as well. It's proven in social science research that if we don't have enough social connections, our mental health is not very good. Humans need other humans, and yet some of the greatest pains and the greatest sources of frustration and stress that we experience in life come from other people. I've often said that life is like a human rock tumbler, and the polishing that we get is from knocking about with other humans. And some of us have some pretty sharp edges. That's not an easy thing for any of us to navigate. So today I want to share with you 4 C's that we can avoid. We can't control what other people do in their interactions with us. We can only influence them. But there are 4 things that we can choose to do or not do that make a difference in how we interact with others. The first of the 4 C's to avoid is comparing. It's very easy, especially in our social media-driven age, to compare ourselves with other people. And some of us really inflate our position in the world and we downgrade others. And others of us tend to elevate other people in an unnatural way with a perspective that's not really accurate, and we downgrade ourselves. Either view is not very effective. So rather than comparing ourselves with others, we might want to just look at where we are relative to our own progress. Are we moving forward? As long as the trajectory is right and we're moving in a positive direction and we're gaining ground, it doesn't matter as much how fast or how slow we're going. It matters the direction that we're traveling in. And I think we get further when we look at our own direction and trajectory than when we're just comparing ourselves with where someone else is. Another person might be further along the trail of life, but if they're headed down the hill and they never reach the summit, it doesn't matter how much further ahead the trail they are than us. What matters is that we keep going toward the summit in whatever goals we're trying to achieve. The second C to avoid is complaining. No one likes a complainer. There's nothing that throws a wet blanket on any social situation faster than someone who just constantly complains about every little thing. People are attracted to those who elevate the situation, who are positive, who don't just drag everything down and feel defeated and want everybody else to feel defeated. And so you and I can choose to not complain. We can choose to elevate. We can choose to bring light to the situation instead of casting darkness on everything and just feeling defeated and bringing others into our sense of defeat. The third C to avoid is competition. Some people approach life as if it was all about one-upsmanship, trying to be better than other people. This ties clearly in with complaining and comparing. But when we're competing with other people, you can never actually win. There will always be someone who's a little bit further ahead in the race. The competition isn't really with other people. If there is a competition, it's against poor behavior. It's against bad judgment. It's against the worst side of our nature and trying to beat that out with our better nature. The competition is against shortcomings and failure in ourselves. Life has a lot more joy for all of us if we will set competition with others aside and instead really sincerely work to be the best version of ourselves. The fourth C to avoid is criticism. Nobody ever built a statue of a critic. It's only people who are sincerely striving to do good in the world and to change things in positive ways that actually make an impact that is felt long after they're gone. We don't remember the critics because critics don't really change anything in effective ways. We could choose to spend our lives criticizing others, but that would spend our energy on something that doesn't impact the world for good. So let's set criticism aside. Let's instead get out there and strive to make a difference. So today, I invite you to consider whether any of these 4 C's have crept into your life and your relationships. Do you compare yourself with others? Do you criticize others? Do you complain? Do you compete with people? I think if we will eliminate those things to the greatest extent possible from our relationships with other people, we will have greater influence. We'll bring more light to the situations that we're in. We'll be lifters, not leaners. I know if we do that, it will make a difference for ourselves and for the people that we serve. I hope that makes a difference for you personally. And I thank you for sharing this idea with anyone whom you know may benefit. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of the Caregiver Minute.